Hi, this is Phil and Trish from SkiTalk.com, and we're going to be talking about the Lusti LP 72. Now, I've had some time on the PC 71 and also the PC 77, but we're going to let Trish get into the women's version of what Lusti is bringing to the U.S. market.
So let's talk. LP 72 stands for Ladies Performance, and when they say performance, they are not joking.
Nothing
around.
gets lost in translation.
No. No. One of the first things that really stood out to me is I've been on several 76, 75, 78 millimeter waisted skis that are in that 12 to 13 meter radius. And when I took this out, one of the first things I recognized, a lot of times I'll look at the tail and see what the dimensions are, and it's 72 underfoot, thinking it was going to be a super tight turn radius, and it's more like a 14.8 is what they say in the 164 length. And that's kind of a big shape. It's a pretty big number that you don't usually see in a 72 waisted ski. So I took it out and I put the P-Tex to the snow and said, let's go.
How'd that work out for you?
It put a big freaking smile on my face. So when I first had a chance to get out on this, we were at Mammoth. We took a weekend trip down there, midweek actually, because we were down there for a couple days. And I wanted to get on several skis that I hadn't had a chance to get on. And it was spring type conditions, so we had refrozen coral groomers in the morning, and then it transitioned to slush. One of the things that stood out to me first and foremost is I clicked in, I got on the chairlift, and I was thinking, boy, I thought this is a 164. It feels longer than that because there's so much ski out in front of me. And I hadn't realized at the time that the binding is a little bit back on this ski. Didn't affect it in a negative way at all. It skis more like a 168, 170 than a 164 in my assessment. The other thing that stood out is I thought for sure that as soon as things started to get a little bit slushy, a little bit more spring-like condition, I thought that perhaps I would have to switch out to a little bit wider ski, and I didn't. This thing has a layer of metal in it, it has a titanol in it, and also it has a high quality race base. So when they say ladies performance, they're really not joking. It will stand up to any premium ski I have ever tried.
Yeah, we found that with a lot of the Lustis, especially in that performance range.
Yeah, and what really surprised me is when I started looking a little bit more into it to kind of do my research, it doesn't have a performance price tag on it. It's a pretty affordable ski for it's about $200 to $300 less easily than most skis that are in that performance range. Yeah. So premium, it just a premium feel. It carved really nicely. It didn't hang me up in a turn. I liked how the tail released on it. And then later when we were looking at your PC 71, because it would be sort of a comparable comparison, that's when I'll let you talk a little bit about what you found as a difference between what I found and this ski.
Well, circle back a little bit. Lusti's a direct-to-consumer brand here in the U.S. They work with Premier Skis, and you can see the address right here, the URL right there. So that's where you are saving a little bit in money. You're knocking one of the middlemen out of the purchase process. Lusti is a Czech Republic brand, and like Trish says, the quality I will put up against any premium European manufacturer. We were just duly impressed with them. We've got two skis here that are very similar in length, but we also have very different performance attributes.
Well, and their waist widths are only a millimeter apart, so you'd expect them to be similar, but they're very much not.
Yeah, and a lot of it actually is the mount position and also the tail. We have a 103, 102 tail over here and a 113 on that side. Huge difference. And the way that ski is going to work. But the ski is so strong that from what you were telling me on the lift, it just holds through the turn. Yet if you want to feather that ski, you can. Now the other option that you do have with these, with the PC and even the MPs and the other skis, is binding options. With the LP here, you have numerous ways you can get the ski. Right now it's shown here with the VIS Speed Calm system, which is the middle grade of the VIS binding systems. If you really want to beef it up and you want to get a little more power, you can step up to the Speed Lock system. So it really depends on how much power you're looking for out of the skis. And the other nice thing, if you are concerned with mount point of either one of these skis, the toe and heels do adjust independently, so you can play with that mount point for yourself. If you want to move it up, you can do that, or you can trust them, which we've had no problem doing in the past.
I really felt that it was mounted too far back when I noticed that, and it was absolutely not.
Yeah.
And again, it really shocked me because as the spring slush and the sloppy snow kind of came around, I figured I would switch out skis, and I never had to. It just held up and it powered through the slush and the glop, and I just had a blast of a day on it all day long.
So who do you think is going to get the most out of this ski?
Oh, somebody looking for a performance ski, an absolute premium feel, but you're going to have to be somebody who stays on top of it. Not only does it ask for your attention, it will slap you in the face and demand it.
So you're telling me somebody who's not going to be good on the skis, maybe somebody's in the back seat?
Somebody that's in the back seat is not going to be happy on it. And also somebody who's a little timid and is tentative in their skiing. It's probably not the right choice.
So this ski has got to bring the right game, huh?
Yeah, for sure. So insider tip, if you haven't already taken multiple lessons, if you get this ski, you might want to.
Yeah, or it's probably a great ski for an instructor going through the levels.
Perfect, yeah, absolutely. Be a great ski for somebody doing like a level 2, level 3.
Yeah, no, that's a great option.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And when they're going to get out on that ski, it's going to come down to skiing is fun. To read the full review of this ski, please go to SkiTalk.com and click on the review tab.
Please also hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more reviews and other ski-related content, and add thoughts in the comment section below.
Of course, follow SkiTalk.com on all of our social media channels.
Popcorn was popped for the production of this video.